wrapping up for me, one of the main pressures that was on my shoulders was, is my ATAR going to be good enough to get into a university? Or, you know, I was so worried about the number of like, oh, geez, what if it's not high enough that I don't get the certain course that I want to do? And I think, especially in Australia, we have an amazing opportunity where we get multiple pathways to the same desired outcome.
Go with what your heart is telling you to do, because I think there's nothing worse than going into a career or into a course where your heart's just not in it.
When you receive the number, take time, distract yourself in a good way, positive way, go to the beach, go do other things, take some time to think about what your heart really desires. Picture how happy you'd feel doing different options. You know, I had double degrees in law and science that were on my belt that I could have chosen, and I was interested in it, but I knew deep down that that wasn't something I wanted to be doing in 10 years, and I knew where my passions really lied.
It is actually not the end of the earth, and there are so many other ways to get where you want to go. And you know, sometimes it's a good opportunity to just reconfirm, is that what you really wanted to do? Because we don't always do the best when it's something that's not really our passion. I completely understand when you're getting pressures, in particular from parents. I come from a very traditional background, and the expectation for me was I would be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. And so I would say that there's a certain level where you need to respect your family and your parents, but at the end of the day, you really need to respect yourself more.
I auditioned for NIDA about like 3-4 years ago, and I didn't get in. And I spent a whole year where I was like, I didn't get into NIDA, therefore I can't act. And so that I just had a whole year of just like in my head. And then when the JMC course came up, I was like, okay, this is a pathway that I can take where I can still get the desired outcome.
Definitely just go with what your heart is telling you to do. If you trust your heart, you'll be going in the right direction, I think.